I've been a part of countless 360 feedback sessions in which managers and frontline workers both complained that communication was the biggest problem that they saw. How is it possible that both of these groups are complaining about the same thing, but there's no progress being made? Well, that's easy, because communication doesn't mean it's effective communication. So today I'm going to give you 3 tips to make your communication that much more effective in order to get your message across in the right way. Number 1, active listening. Now, I know it seems counterintuitive to talk about listening when putting out messages is the problem. That's because most people listen to respond. That means they're only taking in bits and pieces of the information to remember to put into their answer when they respond back to them. That's not at all how you're supposed to be doing it. Active listening includes your verbal and non-verbal signals. That means when somebody's telling you something, you should be responding with more than just, okay, yep. You should be saying pieces back to them to show that you're paying attention, and also leaning into them, making good eye contact, show them that you're receiving all of the information they're sending your way. Step number 2, transparency. That means that any new information coming forward should be getting pushed down immediately. There's no reason for you to be holding on to stuff unless it 1, affects people's personal information, or 2, it's information that's detrimental to your organization. If you're holding on to things and hoarding it until you're forced to give it forward, like being emailed a couple times or being asked more than once, they're not going to trust that you have their best interests in mind. So be open. Be an open book. It's okay. Step 3, and it's the good old adage of it's not what you say, it's how you say it. I had spoken about this in a previous video, but when you're talking to somebody, you need to pay attention to their body language, to the situation, both environmental and organizational, to make sure that they're receiving you properly. If you're coming forward with an aggressive attitude because there's an issue that needs to be fixed, they're probably going to be more defensive and shut you out. And that's not what we're going for. I know it gets frustrating to hear how much empathy comes into play and that it feels like you might have to tiptoe around certain situations. But really what sets you apart from regular leaders so that you can be a great leader is your ability to read people and work with them. If you were just a manager that dealt with outcomes, that'd be one thing, but you're different than that. You want to make sure people want to do what they're doing.